Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Sashay Away with Barry. I'm here with David and Brian. David is back from vacation, but his internet is being funky, so we just get this lovely little picture of him and his melodious voice.
Hi.
Here he is. We're going to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race, episode 13 of season 13. Henny, I Shrunk the Drag Queens, but the runway was Haute Pockets, or Hot Pockets, as I like to call it. And so what we're going to do is when we get to it, I'm going to ask you about the episode first, but when we get to it, we're going to judge their acting abilities and then their looks all at the same time, like kind of like we did last time, Brian.
You mean lack thereof with acting ability?
Lack thereof. Well, I don't really know if I blame them or if I blame that terrible script, but
that's fair.
So what did we think of the whole episode in general?
I thought from an acting challenge thing, like it was one of my least favorites. Certain people, Rose, really kind of kept me engaged. But I was like, I don't know, I thought it could have been way better. And another certain person, Olivia Lux, made me want to like bash the TV in, so.
I can't imagine who that person might be. David?
Yeah, it was just not well written. Like, no, none of it was funny. Like, Rose did a good job, but like, it wasn't funny.
But had nothing to work with as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I felt for everyone. I was like, these people aren't actors other than Rose, and you are giving them garbage.
Right. And I'm also trying to figure out like the Simone situation. Like, did she do bad or did she do good?
That's fair.
They made it seem like she did bad, but then they made it sound like she did really good.
It's like you did bad, but it somehow happened to work.
But it worked for you.
It's like on Top Model when Tyra used to be like, this is your one good photo of 100 shots. And it's like a beautiful photo.
And then they win.
And they win, but she's like, but the rest of your shoot was trash.
Right.
That's hilarious as an analogy.
That's exactly the analogy that we need. I also was mad that they all took the roles that were like them themselves. There was no.
What could Olivia have been thinking?
I mean, I don't know if she thinks very much.
Do you think this was just overproduced?
I don't know, because she started out so strong this season, and then she went into this weird baby-like character, and it just went bananas. And that it kind of happened when she started doing poorly. She kind of switched over to that, but I don't know. That's all. I don't know why we did an acting challenge this late. This is usually when we get the ball, and I know we had the ball episode 2, but I would have rather had another ball.
When you'd have a ball, I see, sorry.
Yeah, another ball episode.
Yeah, I feel like we need another design challenge.
The problem is the queens that are left, only one of them can really sew.
Lame.
Who's the one that got Mick? No.
I don't think Gottmik can sew. I think she's a great designer, but I don't think she can sew. I think Rose is the only one that can sew.
Which is why she should maybe
win. Have you all seen the video of, Roger sent it to me, of Bob and Monet talking?
No. Hello, I sent that to you.
Brian sent it.
I thought Roger sent it to me. Right. Oh, so like, how do you feel about that? Like they really don't want Rose to send.
I listened to the whole podcast because I was actually listening to it when he sent that over. Bob just really doesn't think Rose does, not that he doesn't like her, that he doesn't think she deserves to win. Monet is kind of on the fence about it, but also thinks that it should either be Gottmik or Simone. I think everyone is universal that it's not going to be Candy. Do we all agree on that?
Yes, as does Bob.
Yeah. No, do we think there'll be an elimination this week with Candy going home?
I think, was it you, Barry, who mentioned that like that it might be dragged out with like a special and then like a this and a that. And I kind of I'm in agreement with that. I feel like they've come this far. They might as well like take out 10 more episodes.
Yeah, I mean, in a normal season, they would leave a top 4 so they could do their lip sync battles. This is by far no normal season, so I don't know that that's really going to happen.
Right.
But it also could. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, all they got to do is get the girls to quarantine for 2 weeks. Oh, wait. Oh, so I think I know something.
Oh,
No spoilers.
I was going to say they'd all have to be doing it already.
Yeah. Okay. So this isn't a spoiler, but, and sorry if this is tea or secret or whatever, but my good friend Jacqueline Hyde went to do Rosé's in-person fitting with Florence DeLee because Jacqueline and Rosé are the same size, and Rosé is in quarantine right now, so she can't go to fittings. So Jacqueline had to go fit for her.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means
So I think if they do, I mean, I think they could totally do a lip sync thing like that with just the 4 of them. I don't think they can bring all of the queens together. But I guess they could, but they'd have to put them up in a hotel for 2 weeks. And I don't see RuPaul paying for that.
VH1's got that Emmy money.
She don't care. She don't want to spend it.
Yeah.
She bought a $8 million Beverly Hills mansion.
Did she really?
Yeah. For herself. Because her husband lives in Idaho.
Fracking.
Oh, the fracking.
Doing the
Oh,
fracking.
Not that.
Yeah. Got the fracking money. All right, so that's it. So maybe we will get some sort of live thing. I don't know. I hope so, because I prefer that over a Zoom one.
Also, sorry if I shared information I shouldn't have, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
And also, Jacqueline, can we see the pictures of this outfit?
I don't have any. Oh, I don't have.
Like to
pictures.
prejudge.
I don't have any photos, unfortunately.
That's perfectly fine. I don't really need to see them. All right, let's look at these pictures.
Aries like, I don't really care.
So we're gonna start with RuPaul. She's wearing a classic RuPaul look in silver, one shoulder, big white hair.
Ugh, I don't know.
I don't love it.
Yeah.
This is like RuPaul and the Brady Bunch, right?
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
And the belt makes her look weird as well. Her body shape looks weird.
She's like an aged Greek goddess.
There you go.
For better or worse.
Yeah, and I don't like her hair either. I don't know why I don't like it, but it did when she came out, I was like, ooh, I'm not in love with that hair. All right, so are we booting this look for RuPaul?
It's not like hideous, but it's just like, you come on.
It's not exciting either.
Yeah.
She's doing so well lately that this is not good.
Yeah, I'll boot it.
Boot.
Boot, baby, boot.
What do you think Instagram thought, Brian?
I bet they still gave it like a 60-40 tootie.
56 toot. You are very right on. It was probably her lowest toot this season.
Wow.
All right, first up we have Simone. We're going to talk about her acting first, and then we're going to talk about this look. I mean, she was fine. I didn't think she did anything extraordinary, but again, it could be the script.
I guess I just don't understand how she got called out on the set while filming. It's the same character she's used multiple times already this season. How like sure, maybe it came out and it was like usable and like not bad, but I don't know. I think
it was weird because she got called out for it, and then when I actually watched it, I was like, I don't see that character in the actual final product. Like it wasn't as, maybe it just wasn't as severe and strong. But her part was also very boring.
Right. That's like, I don't think she did horribly that she should have been in the bottom or anything. I just don't understand why she was getting praised as much as she was.
No, I thought she was completely the safe one in this. We had a bottom two and a
Yeah.
top two, and she was right there in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
I will also just say, this is very specific, but I was like, so I wanted the fucking jeans to be like on a point. The squareness, I don't know. The top of this,
It's like a pocket.
I know, but like it just bothered me. Like the squareness behind her bothered me. But then again, that's like ridiculous of me to say.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I hate this look.
Oh, really?
Where?
That's not nice.
Oh, did you hear that?
Who said that?
My Siri on my watch.
Oh my
That's-
god.
That was the moment of the day. That was incredible.
You have the fourth co-host?
I don't know. Apparently she's a Simone fan.
Just for the folks at home, I'm pouring more wine.
Yay. Yeah, and it's not that I said I hate this. I don't hate it. I love the zipper. I hate the wig, and I think the legs are just too big. That's all.
But she's done like she's had so many big legs.
That's everything, really. The zipper I love.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it. I think it's an amazing concept. I do agree with you that the legs are a little bit gigantic, and she's done a lot of like the sort of like floppy, loose clothing, which like if this was like the first or second time I was seeing it, I would have been like obsessed.
Yeah, because I think the legs are just too big for me because everything else is so fitted and looks really good on her. And then the legs are just gigantic.
Yeah.
Whereas they were just taken in a tiny bit. But this wig makes me crazy as well. Gigi Good do this wig, just so you're all aware.
Gigi Good did that wig?
Yeah.
They're like good friends, aren't they?
They're part of the House of Avalon together. I think Gigi did all of her wigs that she's worn this season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So are we tooting this look overall?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a toot.
All right. What do you think Instagram thought?
Instagram gave this 75-25.
Oh, I think higher.
You're way off.
Oh, shit.
94% toot.
Yeah.
I will admit that I was one of the boots.
Wow.
There were three, but I was one of them. Olivia Lux.
Hate it.
That was very brief.
This I'm not a fan of the look. It's not. I will say this: when she walked out, I had a little bit to drink, and I was like, "Oh, I kind of like that." And then I realized who was wearing it, and I was furious. So it's like middle ground for me, but it's impossible now for me to separate the queen from the look with this
Sure.
specific person.
I think the look is fantastic, but it did not meet the challenge.
Right.
That was my problem with it. I think as a look, it's beautiful. As the runway, it didn't work because there's no pockets.
That's it. Like you hear Haute Pockets, and this is the best you come up with.
And I'm not sure there's even pockets in that dress. I think she just put her hands in that bow.
Yeah, it's like, oh, these happen to be pockets.
Oh, hooray.
Yeah, makes me angry.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if maybe she wore her pocket outfit for another challenge. But then I couldn't place it.
It's very simple. Like this gives me such Elliot vibes.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like the look you would wear at the pageant to the Q&A with the judges.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's it. What did you think of her acting? Do I even need to ask?
No, you don't. But I will say this. Her acting was piss poor at best, but show me someone who can hear her voice and withstand her voice and the baby sort of like bullshit and not want to scream. Like,
Yeah.
It's so fake and it's so awful. I'm like, who are you? Like, what is this baby talk like? Oh my God.
I agree. I mean, her shining moment in the thing was at the end when she did the reading. And I was like, why couldn't you be that person the whole time?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was bad. So we're booting her look as well.
Yep.
I boot it based on the challenge, not on the actual look. I want to clarify that, everyone. What do you think Instagram thought of Miss Olivia?
65-35 boot.
Boot.
Yeah, I feel like the internet turned on her.
Yeah, big time. She was a 55% boot, not too far off.
She'll be on an All Stars.
She'll be back, yeah. I hope she doesn't come back right away. I think she needs some time to cook and figure herself out.
Yeah.
This is Miss Rosé giving us Pockets with a reveal to Pockets. It's a toot. It's really cute.
Yeah, I fucking love this.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's smart drag. It's fun. It's the perfect length, which is super short, which I appreciate. The only one thing that isn't great is the hair, but I still don't even mind it.
So,
Yeah.
and that's it. I want to go in on that because, and this is my like cis white gay boy opinion of drag. So
Yes.
it means nothing. But like someone like was like, oh, her makeup's so bad. But like, I think all of this is intentional. Like, I think it's all supposed to be like a little harsh and like a little like slanted. So I love
heard
it.
that about her makeup as well. And I was like, I honestly didn't even notice it. But I think it's also her face. I mean, her face is very harsh and angular.
Yeah, right.
So I think she's doing what she can to it. And that's about it. Honestly.
That was so gentle.
Not that her face isn't harsh. Her angles are very harsh. The sharp angles. But I love this look.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's so fun. And just like, I don't know. I think I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so well done. At first I was like, it's so high. Like she almost looks like Patrick Star, like the cartoon.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And then I was like, but I'm obsessed with it. Like it works really well. Thank God she's tall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think if she had worn like a gigantic wig, it would have looked like Lady Bunny.
Yes, it would have.
Interesting. Yeah.
I also love how it was like clever and different without being silly, if that makes sense.
Right. She took a campy version of Pockets and made it still look fashionable.
Right.
But is it fashion?
Yes.
Sorry.
I think it is. What did we think of her acting? I mean, I thought she was definitely one of the strongest in acting.
Oh, totally.
Yes. I keep saying it, like her comedy seems so natural and like I want to go see her and like pay money. Like I want to go see her.
Maybe that's why Bob hates her so much, is that she's a comedian.
Oh, work. I think that might be true.
Yeah.
Let's start.
What do you think Instagram thought of Miss Rosé?
This is a 94/6.
90, just a little off, but right in there.
Boo, do better.
Oh, talk about do better.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Miss Candy Muse. And first and foremost, I would like to say this was done by a designer.
No.
She did not make this herself.
This was done by a designer?
Yeah.
This looks like court jester gone wrong.
It's just a mess. I don't even know where to start with it. I'll start with a wig, which is terrible.
I don't know where to start with it, but I will.
I'm gonna start with that wig because she's still wearing it in her Instagram photo, and I don't know if she thinks that wig is good, but it is not.
Yeah. Candy.
I also think that her Instagram photo is incredibly rude to the designer.
It is incredibly rude to the designer. Also,
it's a piece of garbage. I get it. And I guess that's what she's trying to say to us. But you commissioned this.
This is a La La Ree moment.
And you still wore it.
So ugly. Oh
ugly.
My God.
Yeah, if there was something worse than a boot, I would give it to this, and there's not, sadly.
Yeah.
What about some acting? I mean, she fought for her role.
She was decent. She was not horrible.
She was fine. Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
She's I don't know.
if I were to pick a bottom two, she would be in it. But that's, I mean, there's only 5 of them left. Simone was better than her.
Barry, you would have put her in the bottom 2 literally every single week.
I would. That's not true. I gave her credit one week for actually doing well, but it wasn't the week that she won. Because I didn't think she should have won. I thought she should have been in the top, but not win.
I just love your hate for her.
I support that hate.
My hate should really be going to production for keeping her around. Because they're doing a huge disservice to their franchise and to Candy Muse. Because she thinks she is one of the highest drag queens now in the country.
Candy?
Yeah.
What do you mean highest? Highest what?
Like one of the highest rated drag queens in the country because she's top 4 on Drag Race. So she's like, oh my God, I'm amazing. And she made some digs at Aja again this week.
Yeah, that whole obsession with Aja.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I want to know what happened with them to have the break. But I don't think anyone's talking.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, are you going to toot her acting or are we going to boot it?
Her acting, I will toot.
Okay. The look, obviously.
The look goes in the trash.
Trash. What did Instagram think of this stunning look?
70-30 boot city.
86 boot.
Yeah.
The fact that people tooted this is beyond my imagination, but it was like 8 people that tooted it.
Yeah.
Wrong. Got Nick giving us flasher, watch salesman, realness.
This look was timed very well.
Perfect. It was waiting for a joke and I got it.
Boo.
There you go. I think she looks fantastic. If I'm going to be nitpicky, I don't like the hair.
That's fair.
That's it.
The hair's like Weird Al Yankovic.
And I think it's too long for this look. I'd rather it be either up or shorter.
That's
all.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, I don't even mind the actual hair. I think it just needs to be shorter because I don't like it hanging into the coat.
David, I swear to God, if you make fun of me one more time today, I'm gonna submit a complaint. He just texted me railing on my joke.
I think your joke was very funny.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Watch out.
This look I think is fantastic. It's the smartest look that anyone had did with the pockets, I think.
Yes.
I agree. This is a 94.6 as well, in my opinion. Oh, and it's a total toot, by the way.
It's total toot, yeah.
Well, and
I will say Raja gave it a shoot on Fashion Photo Review.
Oh wow.
It may be only the second shoot of the season. What did we think of her acting before I move on?
Wait, David, what were you gonna say?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. And I have a few things.
Okay.
First is that this is the first week in a few weeks where Gottmik came out and I was like surprised again.
Agreed.
Appreciated because I was like, oh, finally, like Gottmik like turned it. Because like I'd been getting bored because it was like obviously every look she comes out with is amazing, but like the last few weeks it's been like, oh, like I probably could have envisioned this being what Gottmik came out in, whereas like this was just like a completely different idea. Second point I need to make is that now that we've gone through, I think this is the last look, like Haute Pocket, how did no one come out as like
A Hot Pocket?
a vagina with a venereal disease?
Anything, yeah, any kind of
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Like, how did no one come out in that?
Yeah.
I'm angry.
I don't know.
Love this look. Her acting was funny, but
It was.
once again, same character she always turns to.
Yeah, that's my only complaint about it, is that it wasn't anything new. But she did it well.
Yeah.
And I have to say, her scene with the cat claw was my favorite scene of the whole thing.
Oh my God, hysterical.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, stupid funny.
Yeah.
I also did enjoy them jumping on the breastplate.
Yeah.
But that's about it. All right, you said 94 toot?
Yeah, I think so.
92, you are very close.
92.
So Simone got the top toot on Instagram.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
People are just so obsessed, and it like they. Oh my God, go on.
Apparently Bob the drag queen is the voter on Instagram.
Bob votes on your stuff.
No.
Oh.
All right, who is our top performance and top look of the week?
I'll go first. Performance, Rosé, look, Gottmik.
I am going to agree with you. I think Rosé was the top performer, and I'm glad that she won. It's very close between Rosé and Gottmik for me, but I'm giving it to Gottmik because it was the most creative and looks great.
So here's the thing.
Ready?
Oh shit.
Top performer is Rosé, and I'm gonna give the top look
To Olivia.
Rosé as well.
To Olivia.
No, to Rosé as well. I think that mixed look was amazing. I kind of expect that from her now. Rosé's I thought was like a little bit more out of the box for Rosé, and I really respected that. I thought it was wonderful.
I appreciate that very, very much.
Winner, winner, take it home.
Take it home, Rosé. All right, on that, we're going to talk about who we think is going to win.
Wait, so do we even know what's happening on this week's episode though? Like, is there elimination? Do we get a top
I don't know if there's an
four?
elimination.
What's going on?
It's the episode where they are going to be writing a verse to RuPaul's new song Lucky and dancing. So I think Rosé has a big chance of coming out very strong. I don't know if there'll even be a winner of this episode, but I hope there is. Because I mean, Gottmik and Simone and Candy can't dance. Plain and simple.
Fair enough.
So I don't know if there's elimination. I don't know if there's a winner, but that is the episode. I kind of hope they do let Rosé win because then she will be tied with Simone and people can shut up about it.
How many times has Simone lip synced for her life?
Twice.
She has. When was the first time? I don't remember.
Against Candy when they both stayed.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And Rosé's always been in the top, basically.
Top or safe. She's never been in the bottom, even in the bottom three.
Man, I don't know. After UK, I don't think I don't trust anything. Anything can happen.
Yeah, Candy Muse could win.
Candy Muse literally could win.
Yeah.
I read some article that was like Candy has the same stats that Peppermint had going into the final.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad. To even equate them on the same level.
I think maybe that was someone else.
No, it could be. Peppermint did lip sync a lot. And I don't know if she must have won a challenge. Who knows? Who's going to win? Or who do you think will be the top two if we go down to a top two?
What do you mean if we go down to a top two?
You never know how they're going to do it. Like if they do it a lip sync off, it'll be top two. If they get rid of someone, they'll be a top three.
I see. I thought you said top toot.
No, top two.
If it's everyone besides Candy, so if it's what is it, Rosé, Gottmik, and Simone, like I personally would be pleased with any one of them winning.
I would too.
I genuinely would. I would not be surprised if Simone wins. I also would not be surprised if Gottmik wins. I kind of maybe will be surprised if Rosé wins, but I kind of hope Rosé does win. The whole thing.
Me too, because I've been saying it since day one.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like Rosé, and I've kind of grown into that a bit more. So,
all right.
Yeah, Rose.
Yeah, I'm still going with Rosé, but I think it's going to be between Rosé and Simone. I would not be upset if it was between Gottmik and Simone. I mean, Gottmik and Rosé, but I still think Rosé is going to win, and I'm sticking to it until she doesn't.
I don't think there is any scenario where it's Gottmik versus Rose at the end.
I agree.
I don't
agree.
either.
Yeah, it's one of them versus Simone.
Versus Simone.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Simone has just been disappointing me lately. I mean, had you asked me, 12 weeks ago when we were halfway through the season, I would have said Simone has won already. But she's kind of gone, she's fading out, kind of like Gigi Good did.
Mm.
Right. But also, didn't Olivia win like 3 times in a row and now she's gone?
She won twice this season, twice in a row, and then never. And I think she is the first queen to win 2 maxi challenges and not make it to the finale.
Wow.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I'm taking Brian to an Olivia Lux show.
Literally, no. I said to Alejandro, I think that I will give her one chance. I would like to see her once in person and be like, you're great or you're not, but I cannot watch anymore. I can't watch anymore.
People that have seen her perform, they say that is not who it's kind of like Tina Burner. That Tina Burner was not what you get in a Tina Burner show on the show. And they say Olivia Lux is not what you get in an Olivia Lux show either.
Well,
What do you get?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen videos of her like dancing during numbers. Apparently, she sits down and plays the piano at some places.
Olivia?
I don't know what places have pianos for her to do that in. But who knows? I've never seen her. I would give her a chance though.
I would give her a chance.
Apparently she was at Playhouse this week because she posted some videos, not performing, just as a spectator.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, just watching. I see.
Watching,
Sorry.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just there. I think it was the other one from the group, from Stephanie's Child. I can't think of her name. Laguna Blue.
Oh.
Who was
Laguna
the one
Blue?
who nailed it?
She was with my friend Selma.
Selma. Oh my god. I say this every time Selma comes up, but I'll never forget that performance from Miss Hell's Kitchen where she did Get Out of My Way.
So good.
Everyone, if you're watching this, YouTube Selma Nilla, Get Out of My Way, Miss Hell's Kitchen pageant 2019.
Amazing.
Get Out of My Way by Kylie.
Kylie
Yeah.
Minogue.
I've told you both about that song, right?
Tell us again.
That song is what I almost died in a car to, which sprung the first edition of my gratitude project. It's it's literally the impetus for that, because a car was coming directly at me on the wrong side of the highway and Get Out of My Way was playing and I swerved off the road and I had just Shazammed, whatever the version of it was, I had just Shazammed the song in a mall about an hour before. So it was like a brand new song. I was blasting it with my 2 friends and then we almost died.
Wow.
So I need to see and meet Kylie Minogue.
You need to see this, yes. It is so good. She also does a Dua Lipa song, if you can find that. I don't know which one it is, but I saw that in another pageant that she did, and it was fantastic. She's one of my favorite new queens. I hope someday she will be on Drag Race. If not, go watch her on Nailed It right now.
Good.
Anything else you want to talk about in this episode?
Just ready for the season to be over.
3 more weeks.
I love the toot and boots. I just want the season to end.
I know, it's just going on way too long. And I appreciate that you are here doing Toots and Boots with me. So I appreciate that very much, both of you.
I love it.
Yeah. David and I started a fad and now everyone wants to be a part of it.
Do they? Do people ask?
Brian, give us the information about Center Dinner so people on here can hear about it. I will post about it as well, so you don't have to write everything down.
I'm literally chatting with Pierre right now about Center Dinner.
I think he's messaging me as well, and I'm ignoring it.
Yeah. He's like, sorry to email so late. Center dinner, Thursday, April 15th, 6:30 p.m., like a 45-minute snappy virtual program where we will celebrate the work the center has done over the past year and in the future, as well as honor Lennox Health Greenwich Village care workers and frontline staff. And we'll be giving recognition to HBO Max with some special guest appearances from Shangela, J. August Richards, and Nathaniel Curtis from It's a Sin.
Yeah, who's J.R.? Who's the middle one? J. What's his name?
J. August Richards is
who's that?
He's in one of the new shows, Generation.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's in my list to watch.
Yeah, and so we're excited. And then registration is free, so support the center. Watch the program on a Thursday night.
Awesome.
Not this Thursday. Next
Thursday, April 15th, 6:30. Yeah. That is New York time, I'm assuming.
Correct.
There you go. All right, boys, thank you all for joining in again. Thank you for watching, everyone that's watching this. And we will be back with you next week. Last challenge, I think.
Yay.
All right, bye, boys.
Bye.
Bye.